Well, good afternoon my YouTube friends, it's Margaret here from M.E.s Orchids, and I thought I'd just bring you into the grow room. I'm not having a good day today. Sometimes, you get to a certain age and you get the old aches and pains, and I have trouble with my hips these days. It's a darn nuisance, and I'm reluctant to take too many tablets, but I've had two and it's still not gone, so the next best therapy of course is to come up into the grow room. So these are the phragmipediums, the ones in the big tall vases, and you'll see this one's got a strip down, and the reason I put that strip down there was to because the roots started here, and so let's see. These are due to be watered, and let's see if I can lift this up. And I don't know whether you'll see with the light, whether the light's going to be against me. I hope it isn't, but anyway, so that was that nice big root there, can you see? And it was going all the way down there. So I've got the camera here set up, so hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm trying to show you, even though the light might be against us. It's a darn nuisance, the light. Anyway, so which one is this one? This is Phragmipedium grande. It's a big one, this is, isn't it? And we've got roots there, you see. And so there's the water level there, and I just bring it slightly down, maybe you'll be able to see a little bit better. Okay, so there we go, and you see those nice roots there, and the water level, it hasn't evaporated much, so but there's some more roots there. But what I do is I've been doing this about twice a week, because I get this level here, can you see this level, which is has got humidity there, but then we get this little dry part at the top, and I'm just always anxious that this is starting now to dry out. And anyway, so what I'm going to do with all these today, I thought I'd just bring you back just to show you the roots, and you'll see by that one there that it looks as though that one might be branching, but you see it goes right up to this level here, right there. So I am conscious of this one, and so that's why I put this piece of tape just to because of course this is a terrestrial orchid, and so at some point I've got the trough down here, as I call it, and I've got the jug of fresh water, the rainwater, and I shall be pouring some water through. I did that, was it yesterday or the day before? I love these little hairy roots, absolutely adore them, and they seem to be fine. Now we have to do it one at a time, because these are quite heavy, and let me just put this one down here. So now, what's this one called? This one's Garum Weaver, and again you see we've got another big strip here, so let's just have a look what's behind this strip, and then let's see. It's the only way I could think to do it, really. There's that root. Can you see that nice root? All the way down there, all the way down there. And it goes all the way through there as well. got a root there. And let's have a look if there's any at the front, as I call it. I can't see anything there, and I can't see anything on this side. See here we've got some pumice, and I've not got the humidity line. The humidity line finishes there on this one, so we've got a slightly bigger gap there. And let's have a look. It's growing. I mean, at the end of the day, let's just lift you back up slightly. At the end of the day, can you see that nice growing leaf there coming through? It seems to be fine. So I'm going to put that tape back on here, and that's Phragmipedium garum weaver. Put that down there like that, and then I'll bring this one up. I've had to put a scarf across the window. Well, no, it's across the two shelves. I'll show you afterwards, because the sunlight's getting so strong, even on these vandaceous types. I'm conscious of them getting burnt. Anyway, I'm digressing again. Right, now this is a big one, and this one's Andean fire. And this is the one that I cracked the leaf on. Again, whether you'll see there, got a nice new growing leaf, can you see? Just in there. And then I bring the level down now, so you can see. Let's have a look at these roots here. And see whether you can see. There we go. This has got a good root system, this one has. Look at this. Can you see them all? There. All the way round. I've got gaps. Can you see that gap there? And it's not quite as flexible. This container isn't. And just let me get a cloth. What have I done with my cloth? I've just been tilting that, so I've got some water on the table. I'll put my cloth somewhere. I'll find it in a minute. And there, you see, there's another root there. There's roots here, but you can see a gap there. And if we look at this, when we've gone round here, you see, there's a gap there. Can you see the gap there? Oops. And you see the gap there. But, I mean, it seems to be fine, this one. And they are quite heavy. Oh dear. Again, you see, I've not got that, let's move the leaves. I've got this pumice, growstone and leca right up to the top. But at the moment, can you see there's no humidity at all. So if there's any roots starting to come out in this area, you see, if you look, the humidity starts down here. So I am conscious of the fact that this top level is there, you see, the humidity level's only there. Well, that's something I've got to sort out. I think the root system's looking very nice. So I'm going to put this one down here now and back into this trough. And let's have a look at the next one. Oh, this is this is one. Let's lift you up. And then, can you see? This is one I've had from Burnham's in 2018. Now this is Phragmipedium M.E.s. which is Bessi times Caracinium. And let's have a look at this one. This is a, let me see, look at the long leaves on this. And again, you see that's that new growth there, which is coming forward because it's coming forward for the light. But let's just see if we can, let me just bring it down a little. Let's just, can you see now where can you see how high up? Can you see the roots? Some of them, you know, do grow that way. So I'm going to have to keep this top layer quite moist, because otherwise I'm going to be losing those active roots. Again, you see, look where the moisture level comes. It only comes to there. I mean, I don't want to disturb these yet, but at some point during the year I may have to put a wick at the bottom here to bring, I mean that's only really just over an inch, but there you see the level's gone down. And what do we see here? What do we see here is the first root. Can you see that first root there? So that level's down to there, and that root is in it, only just in the moisture line. So let's have a look if there's any other visible roots. What do you see there? You see there's a root there, and you see the root there, and we come round here and we've got a mass of roots. Can you see? And I don't know whether that's a bit of sphagnum moss there. I don't think it's a root. I think that's just a bit of sphagnum moss. And yes, we've got roots. You see, down there, down there, down there. But we've got that root there. So I am conscious of this top layer, especially since I've just seen that root there. I don't know what else I could do. The only other thing I can do would be to place some sphagnum moss on the top, but really I don't want to put any sphagnum moss on the top, for the simple reason, see there's a root there, is that could alter the pH, and I don't want the pH to be altered. So that's M.E.s. Like I say, I check these twice a week. I'm going to have to get the cloth now because I've been dribbling quite a lot of water on this table. So just bear with me a minute. I didn't have to go far, the cloth was just behind me. Now I've got to move myself back into this position here. Right. So that's that one. Do the next one, and this has got a couple of manky leaves. Let's lift you up a bit. But on saying that, let's have a look what it is. This is Phragmipedium lacervinus, but that let's move you around. This here, these three leaves here, which look atrocious, don't they? That's the old fan, and this is the latest fan, this one here, and you can see how big that's growing, this one here. So let's have a look at the roots. It says I tip it, the water comes out. Right, so slightly down, and there's the roots. Can you see all those nice roots? Alright, there we go. we've got roots through here. Whether you'll see them there. Some more roots here. There. And down here the roots. Now you see the roots on this one start here. Right at the top, look. There, you see. And if you'll notice also, that's where the moisture level is there. So that root up there is not in that line of moisture. So, and really, this one here, this one I'm showing you now, I need to go and get some tape to cover that up. But there again, you see, that's a nice one. Phragmipedium las varinus. And those roots seem to be accepting the semi-hydro without any problem. So, but like I say, it's just this top level that's bothering me. I'll have to fathom something out with that one. Right, and now the last one is, bring you up again. There we go. I might need my scissors if I've got them. I don't know that I've got them in here. This is Phragmipedium richteri. Now this one that's the old, this part here, that is the old fan, and this is the new one, and this is flowered for me. Really, this needs to come off, whether or not, and I can't actually pull it, or I don't want to pull it, because what I don't want it to do is to disturb the other growth. What I'm trying to do is just get my fingers in between this leaf here and see if I can split it to break it down. Let's see if I can do this one. Right. There you see, that part's off. That part's off. And what I'm wanting to do now is try, she says, and it's quite a way down. This is, that one's off, and that one's off. Whew. Which still leaves me with one intact leaf. Now let's see. There we go. Sorry about this, but you know, while I'm at it, I may as well try and pull it all off. Just left with a little bit at the bottom. And that part there was the flower. Let's have a look here. Right, so these are all the dead bits now. I can clear them up in a minute or two. And that's just left with that one damaged leaf now. Some would say, well, you may as well have taken the lot off. But at the moment, until it dies back a little bit more, I think I'm going to leave that. And let's have a look here. See, what you've got to be careful, let me just show you. When you're taking these sheaths off, can you see? Just tuck there. Oh, can you see there? Just tuck there. There is a new growth, and That's what we're careful not to damage. So let's have a look at the root system on this one. And then I pulled a little bit of that gravel back, so that, let's take you down a little bit. There's that growth, you see. Just peeking through. Right, so here we come, here's the roots. See, you've got a new extension coming on there. So that's fine. We've got roots from here. Don't know whether you'll see them. Looks as though we've got roots from this area here. You see all the way down there. And I also think we've got a little extension coming there as well. And there are roots here. Here we go, all the way down there. And I think that's the one I've just shown you there. So again, you see, did I manage to show you that little area there? There's little roots there. This one seems to be doing fine in semi-hydro. And like I say, I've removed those dead leaves now. There's just this one really that I'm looking at, but I shall remove that at some point, but I'll just leave it on just till it starts to die back a little bit more. And like I say, we've got that new growth coming through there. You see the humidity lines right up here. So that's not a bad area at all. And so that's Phragmipedium ricteri. I'm hoping that will continue to grow because it hasn't. It only produced this fan, this growth last year. It didn't produce any flowers. So let's put that one down there. So those are all the big ones, and I'll just finish off now with my little Sedirea japonica. Well, why not? This is, of course, this sits in the windowsill, and apparently it's a cool grower, and yet it sits in this south-facing window. But you have to remember that this south-facing window is left open at night time, and there's always air, an exchange of air. So that's the first one that's opened. I can just starting to sense a slight fragrance, but lovely little, absolutely gorgeous little blooms, and they're so detailed. Look at the lip, and there's another one. That one's not quite open yet. But if we go back to this one here, there. Look at that lip. It's beautiful. Let me just a slight smell. Now, how long have I had this one? November 16. November 16. And it's been in this basket here since June 18. Maybe that's why it's flowering, because you know what I'm like, I keep moving everything and you don't get a chance to settle. So maybe that's why it's actually flowered this time, because it's got used to where it's living, and it quite enjoys it. So that's it for today. Am I running out of time? I've not got much time. There's a little green root there. Can you see that one? These have got little tips on, but nothing's happening so far. And I don't think that other one has opened yet, so let me just show you what I mean about the it's just, I'm sat down here. If I show you what I mean, there, can you see what I've had to do? I mean, I don't know whether this is distracting the light for you, but it's just a scarf, and I've had to hang it from that hanger there, just because this area, the sun's penetrating so much, and I've had to protect these vandas. So now we'll have to be careful. What I wanted to show you, and if I can just manoeuvre here, just step on this stool so I don't break my neck. Sorry about that. Right, so I've moved the Hoya, and look what we've got there. Can you see? Can you see how big it is? Look at that. What I decided to do yesterday was look at this Camaridium praestans, or Maxillaria praestans, and I decided to mount that. And look at that. Look how big it is. And then again, when I was reading the notes yesterday, this is a cool grower. So even though it's right here, so, you know, it's elevated up and it's south facing, it's actually facing inwards. And if I can just, you see, that's where the window, there, that stays open all winter. So that was another little job I did yesterday, and keep getting these little jobs out of the way, and if I can manoeuvre myself down without knocking everything, I'll bid you all farewell, and we'll come back another day. Oh, just noticed that. Oh, look at that. Excitement, she says. Oh, that's my Adisac happiness. Look at that. That's the first green root. Oh, wonderful. That's what we want to see. Green tips growing on all these roots. So I'll be checking these others now. But that's the first one I've seen there. And of course, if we tuck yourselves under here, that's the TMU with those nice roots. And of course, this is the Laelia purpurata, and those roots are starting to venture down now. The sun's just coming out here, you can see, and this is where these orchids, these vandaceous ones, are just being protected by this little scarf of mine. So from me to you, thank you for joining me today, and I'm feeling a little bit better now. I knew I would do once I get my mind taken off when you've got a little bit of pain and a few aches and things. It's always best not to sit there and think about it, but to get off your backside and do something, and then you forget about it. So, all for now. Bye bye. Take care. Bye now.